folks. My guest tonight is an actor you know from iZombie, Masters of Sex, and the film series A Christmas Prince. She now stars in Ghosts on CBS.
Isaac, what's going on?
It's just this thing that I have with Nigel. It's not going to last.
What happened?
It's just that our differences are simply irreconcilable. Americans and the British are sworn enemies, and it shall remain that way until the end of time.
Isaac? Britain and the US are basically best friends.
What? Really?
They are like our closest ally. You know, there's even a name for the friendship between Britain and America. It's called the special relationship.
Honestly, Samantha, I'm impressed with your knowledge of geopolitics.
Thank you. I learned it from a movie called Love Actually.
There we go.
Please welcome to The Late Show, Rose McIver. Welcome to the show.
Thank
nice
you
to
for
meet you.
having me.
Congratulations on the success of Ghosts.
Thank you.
One of the top-rated shows on TV right now. That must be a pretty good feeling.
It's surreal. I can't believe it. I'm so grateful. So grateful to have a job and then to have such a good job. It's amazing.
You know, here's the thing that gets me is that I knew you're an American in the show, and I knew they told me you were from New Zealand. But when I hear it, it throws me. If I've gotten to know somebody with an American accent and they suddenly have a different accent, it feels like I'm interviewing a spy.
A fraud, yeah.
Oh, a little bit of a fraud. How hard was the American accent for you?
It wasn't too bad, actually. It was terrible when I was little. I was on Hercules and Xena and a few shows when I was a kid.
Okay.
And thank you. Shout out to Hercules and Xena.
Exactly. Lost.
But I know that, yeah, if I listen back to Mommy, Daddy's home and like weird sort of clips from then, it's pretty different, yeah.
Well, it's one of my favorite places in the world, New Zealand. Where in New Zealand are you from?
I'm from a little beach town called Titirangi. It's just outside Auckland.
Sorry, one second.
Titirangi, it's called, yeah.
Titirangi.
You got it.
Thank you
sound
very
good.
much, yeah.
I know
Yeah.
you're a seasoned Kiwi now yourself.
Well,
pretty
I've been
much.
down there, not a bunch, but 2, 3 times I've been down there.
Uh-huh.
It's just amazing. I mean, are you homesick? Because I'm homesick and I'm not from there.
Yeah, I do. I get pretty homesick. I have started cross-stitching various vistas from my parents'
Is that
house.
what this is? I just saw this. This was just added at the last minute.
Yeah.
Is that one of these?
That is, yeah.
So the thing on the left is what they're about to see?
This is a sunroom. It's in my parents' house, and then the cross-stitch on the right is my obsessive recreation of it.
Wow. How long did this...
Longer.
So you just kind of, you saw this and then you freehanded this. You just like, that's really quite beautiful.
I wish I freehanded it. It's a very elaborate print-out cross-stitch pattern that I fill in with different coloured highlighters. It's
paint
a
by
thing.
number.
Yeah.
It's paint by number,
You
okay.
know, not to
I'm
be
still
reductive.
impressed. I'm still impressed. How long does it take you?
Too long. Don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, you've been acting, it says here, since you were 2 years old. Did you know you were acting at 2 years old?
I was going to say, is it really acting at that point?
It's reflecting light.
Yeah,
at that
just
age.
sort of, yeah, exactly. Trying
Yeah.
not to cry or, you know, need to go to the bathroom at the wrong times and that's sort of it. Yeah.
Did you work fairly consistently? Like from 2 on, were you like kind of in it at that point?
Yeah, just clocking in, clocking out. No, I was not. I was at school in New Zealand. It was very lo-fi. I used to do like projects on my school holidays sometimes or be in things. But no, I had a pretty regular childhood. My family home was pretty eccentric, but it was, yeah, lots of rescue animals and all sorts around.
Is that what this is? Is this?
It might
this
well
is
be.
mysterious little rescue animals. What's happening here?
This is a magpie that my mum rescued, which I think was maybe a support animal for the haircut that I was given at that time. It was known as the mud flap, cordially, that haircut, because it came just over my ear like a lovely little mud flap on a car. But yeah, that magpie, Coco, was actually a wonderful pet. They're really smart smart birds.
What is it doing to your teeth?
We were also short on dental hygiene, apparently, so doubled as a flosser. Yeah, it was pretty disgusting. I wouldn't let that happen now. I've come a long way.
As I said, you now star in Ghosts. You play Sam, who can talk to ghosts. Have you ever seen a ghost, and do you believe in ghosts?
So I've never had like a ghost experience myself, but my mum is very partial to everything spiritual. She loves it, loves all of it, and
Seances and that sort of thing?
more sort of a lot of signs. There's a lot of signs everywhere from everything.
Yeah,
that's
an omen.
a sign. That's an omen.
Oh, I see.
So we have this one. It was a pretty macabre story. She had a family friend of ours passed away a few years ago, and before she died, Mum said, "Please give me a sign from the afterlife." And my dad, who's a photographer, has this like string of photos that is on a slideshow on our living room television of various family and friends. And on the night in question, my mum swears that this person's face popped up who'd recently passed away and that the dogs went ballistic. And I wasn't there. And my dad's a complete skeptic. So he was like, no, that never happened. And all I know is now when I go to the house, every time that family friend pops up on the screen, my mum's like, look who it is, look who it is. And I feel like she's trying to coerce this spiritual experience at any given moment to be like, see, the dogs care.
To validate her belief.
Exactly. But, you know, jury's out.
Sure. There are worse things you can do with your spiritual experience than try to get your dog in on it at the same time. One of the things that I legally have to ask you about is that you are also the star of a holiday tradition now, which is the Christmas Prince movies. Okay.
I'm glad that's still in my contract.
It is. It's my contract. I have to ask you. You don't have to answer. So you're Queen Amber in the Christmas Prince movies. Now, I understand that there's going to be a special Ghosts episode that plays homage or a hat tip to those movies. Can you tell us anything about how the crossover is going to happen into the Christmas Prince cinematic universe?
Well, I was really excited. I mean, I loved filming The Christmas Prince so much. A Christmas Prince, The Christmas Prince. We still don't really know. I think it says but it's definitely misnamed in a lot of things. But I loved making those movies, and I remember, you know, wading through shampoo foam that was supposed to be snow in the kind of highlands of Romania, and I was very excited when that came up as a storyline on Ghosts, but it's not quite the same. Sam is somebody who believes in Christmas movies and the romance of it all, but it doesn't quite go the way she planned.
Is the prince dead? Is he a ghost now?
Look, you'll have to tune in, guys. That would be a real spoiler.
Well, Rose, it was lovely to meet you. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much.
Ghosts airs Thursdays at 8:30 on CBS. Rose